Well, good afternoon, good evening, good morning to everybody out there. Jason here, Signature Esports. It's a pleasure to have you live and in charge. A little countdown to green action presented by Lunatic Designs. Keep it a Lunatic and all the action for, the action that you would ask for when it comes to everything green flag racing. Well, he designs all kinds of stuff, and you need to find him out there on social media. He's absolutely fantastic. Good to see you all back here tonight as we look to make or break some racing. It's going to be a blast to see. Good to see you once again. It's been weird. I didn't stream at all yesterday. Took the day off. Took some time off because work and just everything's been absolutely insane. So, but we're back with Chop Shop had last night off as well. So we kind of did some things to change some things and try to make sure that we're doing everything the right way. Joey, thank you for the like. Mr. Van Ness, thank you for the like. James Mataru, thank you for the like as well. I appreciate you all very much. Thank you to everybody for being out there and doing the thing, doing yourself some justice, and being a part of everything that we do here. SIM500 WBD Diecast Truck Series here tonight. 65 laps here at Talladega Super Speedway. It is the 2.6 mile length racing surface track. Temperature 111 degrees. 4 sets of tires, 100% fuel. No fast repair for the drivers, so we're going to take care of the trucks. And we are in the lovely week at number 874 in the air temperature. Looks like 68% humidity, cloudy skies. With a 5-mile-an-hour wind. Not really that much wind to shake and bake out there. So it'll be good to see. It'll be nice to see what they have in store this week. If I know Super Speedway Racing runs very well here on this platform. Not just this platform, but SIM500's platform. WBD Diecast, check the links in the description if you want to check them out. And, of course, and always check out sim500.com for not only all their sponsors, but, of course, and always all the partners and affiliates that they have going on with Sim500. And if you want to join any of their leagues, that's where you have to start, sim500.com. You're going to need teammates here tonight, that's for darn sure. Or you're going to need partners. You're going to need to be able to get to the end of this race and try to make that happen. That's kind of the onslaught of what you're going to see, and we'll see if that's going to fare out for any one of these drivers. Talladega was it was the Alabama International Motor Speedway when it was first introduced. It used to be a tri-oval super speedway in Lincoln, Alabama. It was built in 1969. The track has hosted a variety of racing events, primarily races sanctioned by the NASCAR Association. Of course, this track is owned by NASCAR and led by track president Brian Crichton. The grandstands can seat 80,000 as of 2022. Along with the main track, the track complex also has a 4-mile roval-style road course, which we're going to see actually this Saturday. I'm sorry, this Friday with the we're going to see the Daytona road course this Friday with Chop Shop. So I would like to see the Talladega road course implemented if they're going to choose road course racing in the NASCAR style of things. I'd like to see the 4-miler on the NASCAR circuit. Why jump through hoops whenever you have a bunch of tracks that can be able to do? Bill France Sr. built the track near Talladega after a failed proposal to build one in Spartanburg, South Carolina. Imagine that. South Carolina could have had this massive feat. I wonder if they're regretting that. I don't know. Maybe they might be. Starting grid for tonight's race. Tommy Ryan is going to be your pole sitter here tonight. As Tyler Dalton will be your outside pole sitter. Nelson Rivera, Kevin Brown are going to be there. Row number 2. Chad Coleman, Joey Jettina in row number 3. J.P. Phillips, Jeff Ryan in row number 4. David Schildhouse, Wesley Donaldson in row number 5. Jorgensen Jr. with Justin Fuller in row number 6. Row 7 is going to be Bobby Wetzel, Alex Bryson, Stephen Miles going to be out there with Joe Hudson in row number 8. Tyrone Harris, Jeff Hollingsworth in row 9. Row 10 will be Brian Panau and Brent Scott. Brian Macklin is going to be out there with Rich Swavely in row 11. Row 12, Paul Crummery. And Justin Oblak is going to be out there to the outside in that 12th row. Row 13, Randy Yoakum, Troy Height. And then Ty Bass is going to be out there with Bentley Glazer. And row 14, row 15, Charles Wood, Stephen Harlow. Ron Holyfield with Ray Rogers. Eric Arnold, Glenn Campbell are going to be out there. Kevin Stone, Doug Sigmund, all the way through row 18. And then row 19, Mark Schrader, Gerald Livingston, and Logan Kogar out there trying to work from the back to the front. 5-1, top from the bottom side. We'll see a few of the drivers trying to make headway of kind of everything that they've got going on. We'll see a few drivers working. It's going to be a beautiful day for racing here when it comes to not just SIM500, but also just kind of the race line. I do enjoy, I really do. I do enjoy Talladega. It's of the two super speedways that technically iRacing has 3 super speedways, but of the 2 that are on the NASCAR circuit, Talladega is my favorite because you can run 3 wide and never really have too much of an issue. Brian Macklin leads in the point standings, 5 above Stephen Miles. Stephen Miles and Brian Macklin both have 2 wins. Justin Fuller went on a rampage there for a little bit, got 3 in a row. And then last week at Bristol, found himself outside looking in for that one. So looking to redeem himself. Mark Jorgensen Jr. still looking for his first win since 5th in the point standings. And then Alex Bryson is looking for his first one as well. Wesley Donaldson looking for that next opportunity. He's had some great finishes as of late, so we'll have to see how that'll fare out when it comes to the point standings through Bristol. So through week 8 next week, this series goes to Kansas Speedway, which is my hometown track, and absolutely a blast to be able to watch. Rich Swavely's going to be our first driver cam presented by Chop Chopper Racing. We like seeing old Rickman Racing out there ready to rock and roll. I do believe he is locked in. And then, of course, and always, Mr. Harlow looking to keep himself at bay. Pace Truck finds his way in. We are ready. You are ready. Let's do what we do best. Go Super Speedway Racing. There's the Yellowwood start-finish line here at Talladega. Hey, gone, hey, green. Drivers up and running. Good to see a couple of green flag laps in there. I do enjoy the start of super speedways. Just the wall cams and the gravel cams, and just being able to run on top of what these drivers are doing. This super speedway racing is a bunch of fun for me. So, all right, Tommy Ryan, Tyler Dalton side by side fighting for the lead here. Tommy Ryan has the 22 of Nelson Rivera, Justin Toe. Outside, Kevin Brown with the 93. Top 11 drivers still the same spot, so not really anything changed all that much. Stephen Miles has worked his way forward. Brian Macklin up 8 spots early. Rich Swain lead to the 32, doing just that. As Rich is he's on a mission. He wants a win. This is a good shot at a track that he can be able to do so. Kansas next week, probably going to be a good track for that driver as well. We'll see. I mean, you never know. You gotta be there in position. You gotta eat the run. You gotta do all the things that make this racing kind of exciting. So, 65 laps tonight for all these drivers. We'll check in. We'll keep checking in on your driver cams here. Stephen Harlow, 12 spots, has a good run. You get a good little flick into the corner of the trial area. Trial gets a little bit slippery on the very bottom side of the racetrack. But, if you can manage the run and hold on to it, well, you're going to always see some fast-paced racing. So, thank you to Chop Chop Racing for being on board. Discord.gg/Chop Chop Racing. As we have our driver cams 3 wide early already. Drivers not wanting to ride. They're wanting to make things happen. Brent Scott has Troy Hayden, the 46, up on the outside lane. 31 until of Eric Arnold. 5 of 65. 17, Kevin Stone just behind. Look at the run they're going to get on the front straightaway here. They can keep themselves organized 3 wide. That outside lane can be very, very, very beneficial. But they've got to keep it close, and they've got to utilize the wind tunnel effect. These trucks only run about 187 miles an hour, 190 on the straightaways. We'll take a look at the dashboard. 187, 188. Yeah, 190. You'll see 194, 195. I know 200's flashing up there, but these trucks are not running 200 miles an hour. They're as close to 195 as they can get. Sometimes it feels like the trucks actually run faster than the Cup cars because they're able to just get in and shove. We'll see. We'll see how the outside lane works. Right now, drivers testing the fake. 3 to the 14. Joey Jatina there trying to work. Oh, Joey got to the back bumper to the 3. Had to duck out of it real quick. Gonna be fine though. It's Tyler Dalton, Tommy Ryan still keeping those 2 lanes at bay. 3rd lane trying to develop here. Jorgensen Jr. still on the bottom side. Not on the bottom side. Middle 3 wide right there. Brian Macklin still trying to charge forward. Macklin, and that 30 has gone to the outside. There's the 24 of Stephen Miles. Stephen Miles and Brian Macklin both like their super speedway racing. Jorgensen Jr. doing so as well. 3rd lane working. 88 in the 24, 24 to the 30, 30 into the tri-oval area. Again, the start-finish line here at Talladega is just past pit road exit. So you have a long way to go around. Oh, baby, Tyler Dalton. 24 all the way to the bottom side. He pushed the 30 out there. Hero, get bent. Goodbye. Thank you, Budgie. All right, somebody out there trying to get best viewers on whatever. I don't need bots. I need racing. Racing fuels my channel. Drivers fuel the racing. The leagues fuel everything else. Oh, yeah. Budgie's put the banhammer on him. 3 wide. Jorgensen Jr. needs Jeff Ryan to get there and hit him square. Tito on the bottom side, 91 there, 88. Trying to poke, he's going to slide right in that spot. 3rd lane not prevailing. I tell you what, Stephen Miles and Brian Macklin did a great job getting forward. And Brian did not go all the way down to the bottom side, stayed second lane. So now we'll see Tommy Ryan and Nelson Rivera battle back here. Tyler Dalton, to remember the closing distance, what happened with the 24. Now the 30 looking to try to push onto the front straightaway. Nelson Rivera doing a great job. Chad Coleman keeping him honest. Little bobble there. Little congestion in the back. But pretty much everybody up in the mix. Joe Hudson of the 49, Knobloch in the 5.5. Sees Bass in the 4, Harris in that 1. Just managing. He was up there working. Right now the 46 has dropped all the way to the back as well. Troy Height was trying to get that outside lane moving. And right now, looking all the way back. Is at the tail of the field here in about 31st, 32nd to losing ground. Kevin Stone and that Ford made it work. Eric Arnold up a spot. Gerald Livingston the 17. Tied for the most spots up there. Brian Macklin up 18, and so is Gerald Livingston. Livingston losing a couple of spots to some drivers on the outside, but he's fine. Doug Sigmund in the 04. Looking hot and heavy. Justin Fuller to the outside. The 8 goes with him. 44 to the outside. Glenn Campbell up 16. Ray Rogers up 16. So some drivers making some things happen as Tyler Dalton goes to the outside. Going to pull Kevin Brown with him. 99 to the 22. That second lane gets a very big benefit out of drivers running the outside when they're side by side. But right now, Stephen Miles waiting for Brian Macklin to have either engine temperatures cool down or be able to get there to push. Tyler Dalton on the outside lane, sees Kevin Brown there as well. Longer way around the racetrack, but you have to lift less on the outside lane. Unless you're up near the wall, then you're trying to use a centrifuge and use and as Dale Earnhardt and Dale Jr. would say, yourself rolling. Laskowski, thank you for thank you for all the love out there. Appreciate you. Thank you everybody for being out there. Let's see. Boom. There it is. Bogart coming to pit lane. He had to load back in. Something happened. I don't know if something happened to the driver. I don't know what happened, but he's out there. Bogart in the 80. Working. Ooh, baby. Tommy Ryan backing way out of it. 24 to the 30. Chad Coleman there. And here comes Kevin Brown. Brown on the outside of 24, Stephen Miles. We'll have Wesley Donaldson there to shove. Donaldson good at trying to make this happen. Jorgensen Jr. there in the mix as well. A lot to be said for some of the racing that we're seeing. 14 of 65. Drivers chasing, trying to change a few things. Joe Hudson still at the tail of the field. Eric Arnold back here as well. Seeing look like 31. He's no block on the he's on the outside of him. He's going to drop back a little bit. So 5.5, try to make some things work. Between 25 and 28 laps, when your pit cycle opens, and I've heard that too many times on this racing surface, you should be able to get at least a lap out of, be able to get at least 30 to 32 laps for the most part, depending on what the drivers do. 35 is pretty common, so we'll have to see who's going to do what. 93 looks to the outside. Here comes the 91. Back to the back bumper. Even Miles still leading. Nelson Rivera there. Good pushes. Nelson Rivera. Even Miles and Rivera keeping that inside working. Joey Gentina there in that 14 on your screen. Third the race line. Still working. WBD Diecast Truck Series SIM500. 16 laps green. No caution so far. And the racing is insane. Look at him go. Rewind. Got everywhere. Look at that. Brown on the outside. 22 into the middle corner. 30 trying to work. Tyler Dalton trying to get there. Good run for the 24. If you look at the 24 on the bottom side, able to edge the bottom side of the race line. The straightaways showcase just how much that speed matters. The side draft as well. Ryan Macklin trying to edge the line. The 24 leads that lap. Lead changes matter. A little wiggle out of the 30 there. 22 into the corner. 14 on the straightaway is going to be able to get there and push. You see how close that that second lane is running there. The 88 closes right back into the 91 to keep them moving forward and keeping that progress. Oh baby, it's getting dicey. Yeah. No, yeah, it's like, mid-afternoon traffic when you're coming home on the I-5, wherever you're going. Whatever you're doing out there. That's what's great about super speedway racing is just your sense of the challenge that you need to do. Even Miles still on the bottom side. Macklin's going to be able to battle back here. Wesley Donaldson gave him a good bump out of the corner. And I tell you what, big kudos to the 22. Macklin edges that lane, but Miles gets the lead when he needs it. Joey Gentina has a little bit of safe space there. 1965, Gentina working. Macklin still trying to, get pushed forward here. If he can get to the point of getting that inside lane, which he did, it'd be interesting to see if he takes it right now. Stephen Miles back on the throttle, trying to get and will that inside lane to move. Macklin will lead this lap. As Nelson Rivera having to back off of Macklin. Macklin better lap led now. They're on lap 20. So, third of the way through the race, or almost a third of the way through the race, and it's been 20 green flag laps. We've been 3 wide. It's roughly about, lap 15, 14, 15, somewhere around there. Even before then, probably. All right, we're going to keep it on, everybody. We're going to keep it close, and we're going to watch a little bit of racing here. Thank you to Matt Allen Transportation, Matt Allen eSports. Thank you, of course, to Chop Chop Racing, Keegan the Lunatic. I know that we normally throw up some commands, but those commands aren't working currently because I'm still working on those. All the good things. Thank you, Butchie, for taking care of the business. Taking care of the business. RB with a big old like. Thank you, sir. I appreciate you. They're getting it. They're getting it done. All right, everybody grab your drink. Make sure you're hydrating and hydrate appropriately. We're going to let these drivers have at it for just a moment. We're going to leave you on a wider camera. You can see what's going on. There's some drivers losing some ground. Up into the mix as Macklin leads. There with Stephen Miles. We'll see how this one will fare out in just a moment. Right back. Okay, everybody's hydrated. Everybody's up and running. Nelson Rivera, your race leader. 2x2 as it goes. The whole field still with an eye shot of each other. Joe Hudson, Gerald Livingston, tail of the field, still working. Nelson Rivera leads with Brian Macklin on the outside. 24 there to give some big shoves up the side draft a little bit there for the 22. Macklin battling back. Levi, thank you for the like, sir. Appreciate you. This has been a good race so far. Thank you everybody for being out there. And a big old let's go and a hydrate and stretch for the budgie. Thank you very much. Great group of drivers here. Yes, they are. SIM500.com if you want to be a part of these guys. They've really put on a show and done just what they needed to do. Right now, holding on. Right now, holding on. 28 green flag laps. It's going to be about when drivers decide they're going to come to pit road. That's usually when you can see mistakes being made, pit road speeding penalties, wrecks coming to pit road, anything that can happen after that, and we'll see if the field will separate. It'll be very interesting to see how this one will shake up. Drivers starting to get organized for green flag pit stops. You can see drivers try to find their way down. And Nelson Rivera out front. Macklin working. Everybody holding on. But he's doing a great job. The marathon is going to be back up and running for everybody. We normally stream at 1440p, but I had to back some things down. I think we have a weird thing going on when it comes to the Savage. I don't think so. That's Bosworth. He's one of the racers. So yeah, we're gonna be we're gonna get the marathon back up and running. Our time has of course had some things added to it. Rewind again. Oblak is going to be up there with, they're wrecking. Big pile up into the corner. Caution will come out. Drivers back here. Hate, and then I think they were trying to get settled there. Joe Hudson, Jeff Ryan, Stephen Harlow, Charles Woods all off track, trying to avoid. This one was a slow rolling caution. Tyler Dalton with it right here. Let's take a look and see what happened. It looked like it happened with Wesley Donaldson. Maybe not. Yeah, was Wesley? Yeah, Wesley Donaldson right there. I think Wesley was trying to find a clear hole here. There's Jorgensen there. Wesley was, I think, trying to say, oh, maybe bumped off center. And drivers getting out of the gas as quickly as they can. So Wesley, I don't know. Let's I kind of want to go over to the blimp view here. Not blimp view, chopper view. Maybe that'll work. Boom. This is in the trioval area. Kind of looking. Kind of want to go on the right front cam of Jorgensen here. Now that was, I don't know if there was a bump there. Let me back up. We're deducing. Yeah, I don't know if he got into it at all. Maybe a little bit. Maybe a little free. And then just behind. Boom. It all happened. It all stacked up. Joey Jettina and the 99 of Tommy Ryan. The 19 goes around. The 3 looks like goes around there as well. Just an old-fashioned love song of, Carnage. Not really. It's not the big one. Stephen Harlow down to the bottom side. Like 49. Joe Hudson went around. Jeff Ryan, Bobby Wetzel. A lot of drivers involved in that one. Nice and easy. Nice and easy. Oh, it says he did before? Awesome. I didn't know he did. What's up, brother? Second media. That's some friends from across the big pond there over in Australia. Good to see you. What's up, brother? How you doing? Good to see you. Man, oh man. Thank you, SIM500, for sharing the stream out there. Folks, if you haven't done so, please make sure you reach up, hit that like button. You can follow us on Facebook. You can follow us on Twitch. You can follow us on YouTube. You can follow us on TikTok. Lots of things. Lots and lots and lots of things. You know. Oh, hands hurt. Ooh. Need the destruction, honestly. You know, there's really no destruction. It's actually been really clean. This is the first caution of the race. We are through 30. This will be 32 laps complete. And we've it's the first caution of the race. And it just looked like, I don't think there was I don't know. It kind of looked like a bump, but it kind of didn't look like a bump. And, you know, things happen. Things happen. These things, they do happen. Anybody coming to pit road to top off? Might be a couple of drivers coming to pit road to top off here. Nelson Rivera is going to stay out. You know, it's so close on fuel that topping off is probably not a bad idea, just in case things kind of pick up. George Argentina is going to stay out as well. Oh, you need a distraction. Oh, okay. Yeah, distraction. No worries. Keep the distraction, sir. Keep doing you, boo. Or whatever that is that Jess says. You know. I love it. Yeah, driver's going to absolutely save some fuel here. I thought that it was close, man. It was so close. It was so close. So close to saving it. So close for them to. I mean, if they would have kept it running green, of course I'd have been impressed. That's absolutely fantastic. Little skipping going on, folks. That's on the iRacing PC. And that is because there is an update that is trying to do something right now that should not be doing. So do apologize about that. Had to stop that. We do not want to detract from anything going on the dang old iRacing stream. Yeesh. Sorry about that. The iRacing runs on one computer. We stream from another computer. You know. All the crazy stuff. I don't know, Bungie, I'll ask Boz. Let's see. What was the last thing? Hold on. Let's look him up. Let's go to Twitch. Let's look him up. Let's see. All right, let's do it. Says he was streaming iRacing Car Mechanic Simulator 2018. That's not Car. Maybe it is. We're green. Rivera, Chad Coleman, JP Phillips, Justin Fuller up into the mix. Joey Jettina there as well. Joey's going to drop in. Ooh, 19 almost went with him. Tyler Dalton getting down. Driver's going to run single file for a moment. Jorgensen Jr. does see David Schildhouse just behind. Schildy trying to make it work. Yeah. Yeah, that should be Boswell. I don't know why I just didn't look. All right, Chad Coleman did a good shove from the 88 there. If Hollingsworth back here to the 97, they're all rolling. Some drivers fanning out here. Randy Yoakum, Gerald Livingston, Rich Swavely back into the mix. Rich opportunity trying to make it go. And says, let's go, boys and girls. Come on, let's go. Got the draft. Needing to keep it. Everybody needing to stay within an earshot. F1 back weekend, Bathurst around the corner. It's going to be good. Going to be good. Those who did not hear, one of the cool things that we get to mention, iRacing Studios in 2026 releasing a standalone F1 console game. So, you know, they're creating NASCAR 25, which is going to be released October 14th. And then they're also going to be releasing an F1 game in 2026, which is fantastic. It's amazing. Pretty happy about it. So, you know, congrats to iRacing Studios on finding a way to help, you know, our racing games become alive. Stephen Harlow is up on the next as well. He's going to be a lap down, needing to see these drivers got to fan out. You know what he did? He stayed in, got all his damage fixed, then hoping for another one. Sheehan, thank you for like, sir. So Stephen into number 6. Working on keeping it clean. John, thank you for following her as well. IndyCar, F1, either way, doesn't matter. They're running the Dallara. The IR-18 is going to be in the game. The NW-12 is going to be in the game. So the way that it was presented, let me look at the announcement again, because it was sent over as patch notes and cliff notes. Back to the iRacing main screen. Thank you, Stephen, for running your driver cam. iRacing Studios to produce a standalone IndyCar video game. That's what we're seeing. What? I was right. Did I said Indy, right? Yeah. Here's the announcement. It says, and this is according to iRacing. iRacing Studios to produce standalone IndyCar video game in 2026. Because iRacing got the rights back to Indy cars just last year. They lost it until 2023 or 2024. And then they got it back. Jorgensen Jr., Kevin Brown. Brown trying to protect that lane. Ooh, goes all the way down to the bottom side. It's going to have to take it. Here comes the 29. Paul Crumry on the bottom, sees the 38 there as well. Schildhouse, Jorgensen Jr., Wesley Donald set up on the outside lane. You want to read the article, it's all right there. I posted it in chat so you guys can see it. That's from the iRacing website. And 500 gives another share. Thank you very much. 3 wide. 40 laps in. That was going off iRacing's announcement. If you guys know something different, shoot me the link. All right, Kevin, Paul Crumry, Mark Jorgensen Jr., 25 laps to go. Yeah, the announcement says iRacing Motorsports and IndyCar are pleased to announce a long-term licensing agreement for the iRacing studios to produce standalone IndyCar titles for the console and PC. As part of the agreement, iRacing studios will release an IndyCar title for the PlayStation, Xbox, and Steam in the second half of 2026. The new product will mark the first dedicated IndyCar game in more than 2 decades. So they're going to be releasing, it says standalone IndyCar title will offer all the excitement of the NTT IndyCar series. An immersive experience that fans of all ages can enjoy. We are already very excited about how the game is coming together. And they've already been working on it. That's pretty awesome. They're going to do the IndyCar series and the Indy NXT. They're going to have licensed drivers from both of those series. That means we're going to have Hailie Deegan. Hailie! Nice. Now, that's what it says. Don't kill the messenger. I promise. I promise. I was reading what iRacing put out. Yeah, no. I'm excited because who released? Is it EA that does F1? F1 24. F1 25. Yeah, it's EA that does the F1 series. And I'm glad that iRacing is going to be able to dip their hands into it. It'll be kind of cool. No. Yeah. So with that being said, with the IndyCar series, does that mean we'll get Kyle Larson in the IndyCar for the, as one of the drivers? And we finally help Kyle Larson win the Indy 500? It's a good question. Asking for a friend. Second lane working. How about the outside? Randy Oakham. 23 spots. Knobloch's going to be there on, he's looking third in that race line. Brown on the bottom. Jorgensen Jr. still leads that second lane. Schildhaus trying to push. How about the 31 of Eric Arnold? There's a chance for a 4-wide situation. That third lane, there's a lot happening there. I am very much looking forward to NASCAR 25. It will be a game that I will be playing on stream if I can get everything to work correctly. When it comes to the Xbox, I will be playing NASCAR 25 when it comes out. Trying to make sure everything is hooked up like it's supposed to be. To keep that one working. All right, 5 on the inside, 88 on the outside. 93. Kevin Brown pushing. Got to make that inside lane work. Mr. Ranker, thank you for the like. I appreciate you. Thank you for all the likes earlier on your stream as well. Definitely try to make sure that racing does happen. 88 to the 20. 8 of Randy Yoakum. As the 46 of height. Oh, no. They're going. Hold on. Hold on. I think you're good. I think they're good. I think everybody's good. They got a little squirrely. Tyler Dalton. There's a bunch of spots there. Just back up here just a moment. Come on, back up. Hello? Something happened to iRacing? Something happened to iRacing. Uh-oh. Bear with me. Technical difficulties. iRacing do something. And I don't know what it's doing. It froze? Bear with me. I don't know what happened. Yeah, I don't know what happened, but we're going to get everything back up and running here. Yeah, it just iRacing crashed. And it's not on the potato. It's on its own dedicated PC with nothing else running. So I don't know. I don't know what happened there, folks. So again, apologies about that. When I was going back to look at what was happening on the track there, and it froze. So for whatever reason, sometimes I guess things happen, but realistically, I mean, we can't see everything working all the time, right? But we are 15 laps to go, so we didn't really miss all that much. So let's bounce in here and see what's going on. 5-5 out front. Brown's going to be on the inside. Jorgensen Jr. back on the back of that middle lane. So we're kind of right where we left off, which is awesome. But yeah, I don't know what happened. I don't. I wish I could tell you what happened. I will be getting a few things over to Yeah. Crazy. Yep. I don't know. All right, folks. Things are picking up. 14 laps to go. All right. Yeah, 5.5, 93, 88.20, the 5.1 back up there as well. There's the 91 rolling with them. Crazy things do crazy things. Twenty to the 88, 31, the 5.1 of Fuller. Wesley working. 12 laps to go. Out of the back straightaway. They're all pushing. Tommy Ryan, Jeff Ryan trying to get there as well. There's JP Phillips in the 34. Ron Holyfield right in the mix of all of this. 25. Trying to get it all scrammed. Let's go. 21. That's Brian Pinal. That's the 46 of height right there with him. 46, leaving a little bit of extra room there. You got to be careful. Got to close that gap up and keep yourself into that corner. 3x3. One caution so far in this race. A little bit of lap traffic ahead. That's going to make this one very interesting. Rich Slavely is behind Kevin Stone. That was part of the group, and I missed, of course, the opportunity to see that. Bobby Wetzel, Tyler Dalton, all working. Maybe, just maybe, we might see somebody make the push and make the charge here. 88 to the back bumper to the 5.1 into the tri-oval area. 5.5 leads on the bottom side. We will be good to go. David Schildhouse, Wesley Donaldson. Wesley Donaldson needs the 46 to go. 46, a little bit edgy out there, but good. Locking in, pushing forward. Ben Coleman, Brian Pinal. Main group of drivers, Brian Macklin, Ray Rogers. Back here's Gerald Livingston. Gerald Livingston just trying to keep himself clean, keep himself out of anything that could happen and go wrong. Doug Sigmund in the 04 on the upper outside. George Atinoff, 21, still working. As Alex Bryson, Stephen Miles, Charles Woods around him. Bass of the 4. They're working in that middle lane. And it broke again. Caution. I don't know what happened. Gerald Livingston had an issue. They were wrecking there. I'm confused. Oh, yeah. Happened in the middle of that corner. No, I think it was like Ron Holyfield. Let me go here. Bar chase. If we can. On Holyfield right there. The whole session just went blank again. I'm not quite sure. All happened at once, so I don't know. Whoever's going to meet up with the pace truck. Second caution of the race. I don't know, folks. I really don't know. I don't know. All right. Well, everybody's coming to pit road. Might end up seeing some of the drivers work. Lucky dog coming around is going to be Stephen Harlow. Sticks truck back on the lead lap. Has been waiting for that one. But 7 laps to go. As we see drivers maybe looking for fuel, maybe looking for a little bit of tires. Who's been saving? Who's not been saving? You know. If you wanted it to pick up and you wanted it to be busy, well, there you go. Exactly what you're going to see. Big old hold on to your butts. Well, Wesley had an issue. Well, sorry, folks. I hate it. I hate seeing it happen. Occasionally, things happen. Occasionally, the bad things happen. But we're good. Everybody's good. I even backed the stream settings down so that way we didn't have any issues. And now the non-potato says iRacing quit. Gave up. So I don't know. I don't know. $91, 5155. That's going to be your top 3 here. As Kevin Brown's going to be looking up there as well. Pin now and is working. All right. Okay. All right. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Be the 5-5 or the 91 on the bottom side. It'll be Fuller and Brown up on the outside. David Schildhouse up 3. We'll check in Wanted to check and see what was going on with Jorgensen. Jorgensen back here in the mix. Drivers coming in. 5 seconds. The drivers just doing the thing. Stephen Miles working. A couple of drivers coming in, making sure that, something was set properly there. We're all good to go. All right. Hold on to your butts. We'll have about, 60 laps complete, so we should have 5 laps to go. This truck will make that sharp left-hand turn. Let's see how well the drivers make it happen. Do the thing, folks. Second caution. Let's see if there's another one. Really didn't have too big of a wreck yet. Restart zone. They're going to green. 5 to go. Fuller, Brown outside. Wesley Donaldson, the 5-5 on the inside. Shieldhouse on the 31. Eric Arnold. Big run for the 20. 20's got help with the 31. Chad Coleman there on the inside. Nobody taking the bait on the outside. Fieldhouse had a huge run, but a good push from the 93. 31 ripping, all but ripping the back bumper off of that 20. Straightaway speed. It's going to be huge. Outside, Stephen Miles with a run. Bam! 33 of Brent Scott went to the outside, took the lane. Big run from the 24, slowed that progress, but gets back up to the mix. 24 to the back bumper to the 33. Wesley Donaldson on the bottom side. Fuller there as well. Door to door. 3 drivers duking it out. Hold on to your butts. It ain't over till the fat lady sings. Yeah. I know that's an opera term. Whoa, baby. Big stack up there on the outside. Justin Fuller leads the inside lane. Shieldhouse. Wesley Donaldson. Donaldson on the inside. 5-5, pushing him out. Donaldson leads that lap. Shieldhouse down to the 5-1. Shieldhouse trying to clear all the drivers. 31 has a big push coming now, so now a chance for Eric Arnold to have somebody do the deed. 51 to the back bumper to the 20. 51 might be trying to push the 20 out to be able to try to make a move. 3 laps to go. 31 still there. 5-1 not cleared. 91 down. The 20 is clear, so the 5-1 still shoving. HR shoving stuff. Into the tri-oval. It'll be 2 to go. Shieldhouse. Fuller. Fuller has the outside lane with 2 laps to go. Trying to ensure that he's going to have it set up. Glenn Campbell back here in a hornet's nest. This is all about finishing this race and finishing where you can. Oh, Brown goes to the outside, pulls the 31. 31 shoved the 20 out front, and right now the 31 is Kevin Brown up front. To the outside lane, to the inside lane. We'll see it. We might see it. Into the tri-oval. To the front straightaway. White flag waves, final lap. Kevin Brown from the outside. Eric Arnold. Whoa, for a couple of drivers. They're going to get turned around. Brent Scott, 24. Big one happening. The 20 there as well. Big one down into the corner. Hudson. Kevin Brown, Wesley Donaldson. David Shieldhouse, Wesley Donaldson, Justin Knobloch in the 5-5, door to door. 20 to the outside. 91 trying to find somebody to travel with. 91 out of the corner. 93 to the 5-1 to the 9-1. Wesley Donaldson out of the corner on the straightaway. Donaldson, the 5-5. Donaldson wins. 5-5 and the 93 finished second and third. Wesley Donaldson wins in this one and had the right move at the right time. Wesley Donaldson, your winner. What an end to the race. That was a great end to the race. Wesley going to celebrate. What a crazy end to that one. What a crazy finish. As Wesley celebrates, we'll take a look at what happened on the white flag. They were coming around that outside lane. The white flag was insane. All right, Brent Scott in the 33. He finished in 16th, by the way. Oh, Brent gets up over the wall. Oh, man. And just slows that outside lane. And that just changes kind of the dynamic there. We'll take a look at where the 24 finished here. That is gotta find him. Stephen Miles right here. The 17 goes around out of the corner. Just gotta look at the field here. The 30, the 14. Final lap carnage. Argentina. Stephen Miles finished 29th and 30th. Kevin Stone, Alex Bryson trying to get themselves moving back forward. Stephen Harlow, of course, got back on the lead lap, but he had to come and serve black flag, I do believe. So, either way, what an end. Wesley Donaldson, burn it down, sir. WBD Diecast. Good end. It was a good end. Here's your race results. Wesley Donaldson knocks it down, finishes out front, and wins this one. Justin Knobloch is going to be, I'm going to ask him. I think it's Knobloch, and it might be Knobloch. We're going to ask him, but we'll make sure. Chance to talk to 5-5 finishes in P2. Kevin Brown finishes in P3 tonight. Shieldhouse Fuller, your top 5. Pinal, Eric Arnold, Chad Coleman, Paul Crumry, JP Phillips, your top 10. Nelson Rivera, Tommy Ryan, Glenn Campbell, Jeff Hollingsworth, Ty Bass through 15, Scott Rogers, Glazer, Livingston, and Rich Slavely, a top 20. Now the rest of your race results. Jorgensen Jr., Joachim Ryan, Height, Dalton Wetzel, Joe Hudson, Mark Schrader, Stephen Miles, Joe Argentina, and then the 31st spot goes to Kevin Stone. Bryson finishes in 32nd. Sigmund, Brian Macklin, Ron Holyfield, Stephen Harlow, then Charles Woods, Tyrone Harris, and Logan Kogar did not start. Wesley gets the big O W. Man, oh man. What an exciting end to that race. What an exciting race it was. It was a good dang old, it was lovely. Isn't it lovely? Yeah. Let's talk to him. Wesley Donaldson gets the big old W tonight here in the Talladega of Super Speedway. So, brother, right move, right time, and forced a commitment. Whether it was forced or not, it was there, man. That was insane driving. Congratulations. You get a W here in a series that's been tough to get a win in.
Yeah, it's finally the cards kind of fell my way and made the right moves there at the end. I know going into that last restart, I was kind of debating on who I wanted to start in front of. I felt like the middle lane was a better lane, but I was like, who can I trust a little bit more in that scenario to kind of stick with me? And I know Justin Knobloch there, like I've raced with him since all the way back on NASCAR 09 on PS3. So I was like, I'll get in front of him. Hopefully he'll push me. He did a good job of maintaining there, especially as the outside lanes are really charging. But once Kevin Brown came down in front of us and the lane kind of cleared up top, I knew he was going to go high, and I I didn't expect him to go with me, so I kind of just made myself in front of him, and then saw that once we were going into 3 there, all the lanes were kind of even. The inside lane was moving a little bit more. So I got in front of Kevin there, and it just kind of lined up perfectly.
Brother, you've I said you were due. Didn't I say last week you were due? You know how many
Yeah,
it worked
it's been a
again.
while.
It worked again. I did it to Fuller, now I've done it to you. Let's go.
I think that my last win, Tyler and I were looking at it because of Midnight Thunder. He just got a win that broke a long winless streak, and my last win was, I think, in a Midnight Thunder race that I think you were broadcasting
Mm-hmm.
back in October.
Mm-hmm.
So it's been a while.
You know, it's okay, Wes. It's okay. You know, I think I'm a good luck charm when it comes to, you know, when I get the chance to talk to people, and you know, you can feel the momentum happening, right? You get a couple of great finishes, and these things kind of start falling your way, and then you know somebody goes, you know, you're due. We're gonna be talking to you from a higher position, and man, it is. I mean, you started really ticking away at putting together quality finishes, and then to cap it off, winning at a super speedway is hard enough. Winning at a super speedway with the talent that you guys have here, 2 cautions and crazy, or 2 or 3 cautions. Sorry, I gotta look again. It was insane. So 2 cautions, and really not like the first one almost got saved. So I mean, we're talking 20 plus 20 plus lap green flag runs here, and it's insane. You're 3 wide all the time.
Yeah, and I do feel bad that first caution was on me. I tried to time it to get in front of Joey and just wasn't quite clear, just based off the speed difference, and got across his nose there. And I know some ended some guys' nights even in my channel, so I don't feel good about that one. I don't like causing wrecks, causing cautions, but yeah, I mean, otherwise it was, I mean, some of it's aided by the fact that it's hard to go anywhere, so you do kind of get stuck in a line. But I mean, it is incredible that we can sit here and do this 3 wide, however many rows deep, and have as minimal cautions as what we do. It just goes to show how much talent is in these races, and I mean, put on a show week after week.
It's crazy. It's crazy. It's why you take care of business. It's why you throw your name on it. It's why it's nice to see the guy who who puts his name on something with this group is able to actually get out there and drive to the front and get a win, man. Congratulations, Mr. Donaldson, in that old 91, looking good in the black and blue, brother. And you did end up black and blue today, so give your shout outs and a celebration there.
Yeah, just want to say thanks to everybody here at SIM500, all the admins, everybody who helps put this stuff on every week. There's a lot that goes in on the back end that people don't see, so really appreciate everybody. Thanks to all the league sponsors, Cook's Landscape Group, Go Racing Diecast. Thanks to you for putting on the series, or putting on the broadcast. I love going back and watching them every single week. I know this one will be one that I'll probably go back to and watch pretty intently. This was gonna end up being a pretty special one. It's my son's first birthday today, so I couldn't ask for anything more to go along with it.
A big old happy birthday to Big W. iRacing kicked me out for a moment there. I don't know what happened, but iRacing went kaput on the non potato. So we missed like 3 laps or 4 laps, but outside of that, everything else was golden, man. It's good. It was a good night. It was great to be able to get back here and watch this one kind of take away, man. I said it earlier, and Budgie was telling me, she was like, these guys are really doing really well tonight. I said, this league knows super speedway racing, and and like compliments to the chef, because this group really knows not just super speedway racing. You guys know when it's go time, and tonight you guys really put it on.
Yeah, it never fails, and it's always something that's been really special about this place. These super speedway races, it's always, I mean, I can name so many races off the top of my head of just how many times we've either gone like green flag the whole way or just been phenomenal races, and tonight was pretty much the same.
I like it. I love it. I can't wait to see more at Kansas next week, brother. Congratulations. Enjoy your Labor Day. I know that we're not doing Friday night this week for the holiday, so enjoy your weekend and good luck at the rest of your races this week.
Thanks. We'll see you next week.
That's Wesley Donaldson coming home victory lane. Like to see it. Haven't talked to Kevin in a hot minute. Kevin's up there inside the top three. It's not for the lack of trying. And tonight, Kevin, congratulations, man. P3. There's something saying. I said Wesley made the right move at the right time. Boy, did you have a nose on that truck that could just push, and then get yourself out front. And I mean, you were in position. What could you have done differently? But congratulations, man. Good to talk to you again.
I know it's been a while. Honestly, it hasn't been the best season. Honestly, I don't know if I could have done anything differently there. Getting in front of Wesley there, coming to the back stretch, I knew they were going to get a run on the outside, and I think if I tried, I would have blocked it. It probably would have caused a big wreck. So I was like, you know what? Hopefully, someone would come up behind me on the inside. Luckily, the 21 gave me a good shove. So, and then Wesley came in front of us coming in turn 3. So I was like, you know what? Let me just push Wesley. I mean, he does paint my paint scheme, so I might as well help him.
I told him, which is great. Thank you for pushing him, because I told him last week he was due. The last time I called a winner again was Fuller when he won three in a row when I said, hey, you're due for a win. So you kind of made me right. I got to thank you for that.
You're welcome, no problem.
I mean, it was quality racing tonight, man. I mean, trying to, I mean, when you're deadlocked 3 wide, it's literally finding a hole, trying to put yourself in a position to be able to have that momentum to go forward. Second lane dominant again for the most part. We saw some drivers be able to make moves in that third lane, but you had to make them quick.
Oh yeah, definitely. Anytime we tried going to the third lane, the truck would get way too hot too quickly. And honestly, at the end here, that was exceptional driving between everybody up front. I mean, that was fun. That was a lot of fun.
The best part about seeing a super speedway race go to the way it did is seeing just kind of the dynamic of who's going to make what move when. It's a ballet, right? A ballet of sorts. If we had to describe what you guys do here when it comes to just getting yourself in position I mean the final turn out of turn 4 can always end in so much more carnage than what we saw tonight.
Oh, for sure. And like we got a good bunch of guys here that race here, and we did a better show than Monday, I would think. On Wednesday we did really good today. So all these guys, Wesley, Justin, Shieldhouse, Fuller, they all race good, and especially when we put it on a show like this, it's always good for the fans who watch.
Exactly. That's that. The drivers matter, the fans matter, but man, oh man, racing matters. I didn't have a race to call last night for the first time in, I'm gonna say, probably about 3 or 4 months. It was a bye week for another league. And I'm going to tell you what, man, I came back to Talladega and it didn't disappoint. You guys really did put on a phenomenal show.
Appreciate it. And honestly, I can't wait to go watch it. I'm sure it's a great show to watch.
It would be, well, all but 4 laps, because iRacing did a kaput thing, and I don't know what the hell happened. I really don't.
I was hearing about that at the race. A lot of people are saying they're like falling out a little bit, and I don't understand what's going on. I could see everybody, but some people in our team channel were saying they were falling out and they came back. So I don't know.
Yeah, the iRacing froze. The simulator actually froze. That has never happened to me, ever. So it froze, so I had to restart it. And then I came back in, and then that last caution that happened, the whole field was gone for a second. And then it came back and the caution was out. And I was like, and I have no clue what happened. I'm going to do my deep dive and, talk to some of the iRacing tech that some of the people that I know, so that way I can be like, hey, right, this is what was going on. What can I do? What can I send you? I want to figure this out, so that way I can continue to give good broadcasts. But at the same time, if there's an issue that is underlying, we can help iRacing.
Oh, definitely. And like I said, I don't think it's been a hot minute since it's actually done it during a race. I honestly can't remember the last time that honestly the server was struggling. It's been a hot minute.
Yeah. And it's all ones and zeros, and you guys are virtual GPS dots, and only so much code can run at one time. But iRacing's been pretty good. So, I mean, it is a game. Sorry for those who are offended. It is literally a simulator / video game / experience that is hosted on servers. So. It happens. It kind of happens. But hey, I got the race. I got to see the last 15 laps. It was an amazing race. And Kevin, you got a P3 finish tonight, man. Give your shout outs, brother. It was awesome.
Yeah, of course, to Wesley. Congratulations on the win. Painting on my beautiful truck. I appreciate that. Every series we do, he usually paints games. He does an amazing job. Also, check him out on Instagram and everything for his diecast. Racing Pride for coming on this season, future seasons, and you for putting on the show. I can't wait to go watch it.
It's going to be a blast. Kevin, much love. What's up with Dub Brown? I have to ask.
So, John Mushton, obviously you do know him.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure you do. Anyways, he used to broadcast some of the SIM500 races, and obviously there's a D in my iRacing name, so Kevin D. Brown. And all of a sudden, while he's calling me out during the race, he was like, Kevin De Brown. I'm like, hey, that sticks. That's pretty good. So I've been using it for everything, honestly. Everything I game with, under Kevin De Brown. So if you ever want to find me anywhere, just look at Kevin De Brown. That's usually me.
Now I have a reference so on my live timing it says Brown. So like when I'm calling the race and like when the overlay pops up it says Kevin De Brown, but on the live timing it says Brown because it's your iRacing name, and I'm like, what is it? Now I know. It's all good.
Right. That's been a running gag between me and Mushton for I think 2020s when he came up with it. I don't, but it stuck so far, so I'm gonna keep it.
Yeah. Well, you know what? It's a lot more fun to say.
Right, rather than just Kevin D. Brown or Kevin Brown. There's so many Kevin Browns out there. I got to stick out every once in a while, right?
That's right. But I mean, I love your truck, so we gotta support it, man.
Yeah.
Good stuff, man. Kevin, great to talk to you again. Congratulations. Get yourself up there. We'll see you at Kansas next week. Enjoy your Labor Day.
Thanks, man. Have a good one.
You too. Kevin De Brown comes home P3 tonight as we look at it. And Knobloch comes home in P2. Justin, phenomenal race. He was up in contention as well. Up 22 spots, was running that inside lane. I hate being the leader with 5 laps to go. Can't stand it because eventually, something's going to cycle out. But he did a phenomenal job pushing drivers all night. A great race. It was a great race. These guys did a phenomenal job. SIM500 does, and I said it last week. SIM500 does super speedway racing very well. I'm jealous of the super speedway racing that they can run in everything that they do. So fantastic race. It was a ton of fun. Yeah, good stuff. We will see all of you next week for SIM500. Tomorrow night we have GT3 Series action for Amp Racing. And then Chop Shop Racing Cup Series for the Daytona Road Course on Friday. Saturday, the Chop Shop Xfinity Series is at Iowa. And then our Sunday Fun Day Morning Series is going to be at Darlington. I don't know what we're going to be in yet. I'm still waiting for the poll to finish on that. And then Amp Racing back again as the NASCAR playoffs begin as well. So hopefully you set your bracket for the final 10 races of the NASCAR playoffs. Outside of that, enjoy your Labor Day, folks. If I don't see you, Twitch, we love you. I will be back with some more live streaming. I'm going to figure out what's going on with iRacing here, so I'm going to end up shutting down the stream. Funnest race in a long time. Paul, it was an amazing race, brother, and an amazing race. You guys did a phenomenal job of putting some things together, and you guys did great. We saw you up there contending as well. Like, everybody here is a great driver. Everybody here, everybody in every league that we call races for, phenomenal drivers. When you can see a good race, show up and show out, you can see these races run as clean as they do. It's just it's good. It's good to see, because then a caution surprises you, right? You're like, oh my goodness, and that's exactly what I saw tonight. So this was an incredible race, folks. If you want to be a part of what we do, make sure that you follow us. I will go live for the marathon again tomorrow, and we'll be live tomorrow evening, and then Friday, and say we'll get back into the marathon stream. Since we have 48 hours left on the marathon stream, so the timer I will have 48 hours on the timer whenever I start again tomorrow. But just make sure you take care of each other. Be safe. It's been a very, very chaotic couple of days, just getting Cody back to school and back to full-time daytime work since Cody's back at school at the same time. So and then chemo treatment on top of that, just everything that we've got going on. So we'll get the marathon back up and running. And thank you to everybody who's had patience. We were live for 52 days straight before I actually had to take a full break. So we'll continue to do more. So thank you to SIM500. Thank you to WBD Diecast. Thank you to all of our partners, sponsors, and affiliates. And of course, and always, thank you to Budgie, the missus, and of course, all of the drivers out there that still continue to sim race. These 6 years of calling iRacing, and we appreciate all of you. Almost 6 years of calling iRacing. So it's amazing. It's awesome. So we'll see you soon. Be good. Be safe. Be kind. One of the most important factor of life, folks. We'll see you tomorrow for the rest of it. Yeah. Buttons.